I'm Dr. Rajesh Khanna, Department of IT. Today we'll see about the levels of virtualization topic in cloud computing. So before going to the virtualization, what is levels of virtualization? You need to know what is a virtualization. Virtualization is a creation of virtual rather than the actual version of something. For example, maybe it's in a server or desktop or storage devices, an operating system or network resources. Virtualization is a technique which allows to share a single physical instance of resource. So among the multiple customers and organization. So it is just like an existing operating system or hardware is known as an hardware virtualization. Whenever you want to create a virtual machine over the existing operating system or hardware is known as a virtualization. Hardware virtualization. Virtual machine means it provides an environment that is logically separated from the underlying hardware. So here I just mean the virtual machine means it is going to create a known as machine on which the virtual machine is going to create is known as host machine. And the virtual machine is referred as a guest machine. So actually, with the help of this virtualization technology, we can create the virtual machine that allows a single machine to act as if it were many machines. So doing this, what are the benefits from the virtualization? So it reduces the capital expenses, and we can maintain the cost from the server consolidations, and we can reduce the physical space needed in data centers, resource management, and then migration, and maintainability also be very good in this case. High availabilities, resources, and fault tolerance. If anything data is missed, we can able to get back from the any other virtual resources, right? So it is actually we are just going to implement the virtualization using hypervisor. So virtualization means we have the hardware virtualization, operating system virtualization are there, and server virtualization there, and storage virtualization also available. So I just talk about the hardware virtualization. When the virtual machine software or virtual machine managers directly installed on the hardware system, which is known as a hardware virtualization. After virtualization of hardware system, we can install the different operating system on it, and we can run the different application on those operating system, right? So we have the types of virtualizations are there: hardware, operating system, and server virtualization and storage virtualization. How does the virtualization working in the cloud computing? Right. So actually in cloud computing the virtualization plays an important role because the cloud computing the user share the data which is present in the cloud like application. Actually with the help of virtualization only the user share the infrastructure. So the purpose of the virtualization technology to provide the application with the standard version to the cloud user. Suppose if the next version of the application is released, then the cloud provider has to provide the latest version to the cloud user, and practically it is possible because it is a more expensive one, right? So the terms of virtualization means it running the multiple operating system on a single machine but sharing all the hardware resources. This will help to provide the IT resources can be shared in order to get the benefits in the business, right? So now we'll talk about. Here the primary approaches of the virtualizations are platform virtualization, resource virtualization. If I mean as a platform virtualization, I'm just talking about the server. If I'm talking about the resource virtualization, I'm just talking about the storage, and I'm just talking about the network, right? So this is what an virtualization. we in for example, if you want to create mean the virtualization of hardware, you just need to know what is an hypervisor. Actually, the hypervisor is providing the support for multiple operating system. In order to run the multiple operating system concurrently, we need to create a server with a physical server. That is what we mean as a hypervisor here. So virtualization layer here, this is what an hypervisor which is running on the hardware. So it is actually, this layer is responsible for hosting and managing all the virtual machine by creating the virtual machine 1 to n. So this particular hypervisor is responsible for hosting and managing all the virtual machine, right? For example, we have the n number of hypervisor are available in market. So VMware, Zen and KVM, I mean kernel virtual machine, right? So this is what an hypervisor. So if I creating any server without virtualization, what will happen? So we can run only one OS at a time within the server. It too, it's an under the utilization of resources. So automatically it will make inflexible and costly infrastructure. You have to change the required manual efforts and access to the physical server if you want to do anything in the new one in the same server, and we need to do we have to change manually. If I mean this a server with the virtualization, we can run the multiple operating system. See, look at this. We are just with help of hypervisor, I just running the multiple operating system. I can run the Mac OS, I can run the Windows OS in the same machine. So the one machine which is an host machine, in that we can run the n number of guest OS. So for example, I can run the Mac OS in the virtual server 1. I can run the Windows 10 or 8 in the virtual server 2. I can run the multiple software applications separately in the Mac OS as well as the Windows OS. So what I mean is, I can run multiple OS simultaneously. Each and every OS can have the different hardware configuration. We can efficiently utilize the hardware resources. So each and every virtual machine is here independent. It's not depend on any virtual machine. So even though it's running on the same, it won't depend on any other machines. So each and every virtual machine is independent. So doing this, we can save the electricity's initial cost to buy servers and spaces. Everything will be saved with the help of virtualization. So moreover, we can manage and monitor the virtual machine centrally. So this is what a server with virtualization. Now we will see about the topic which I mean here is levels of virtualization. So there are various implementation levels of virtualization in cloud computing. So it is not sufficient nowadays to use a single software in computing. So today the profession looks to test the software and program across the various platforms. We have the n number of challenges are available. I mean, there in order various constraints are available. So in order to give rise to the concept of virtualization, so let the user create several platform instances which can be the various application on operating systems. So now the virtualization is a capacity that lets you run many instances of the computer system using same set of hardware. So now I'm just going to discuss about the what is an instruction set architecture. It is actually run through, I mean, we have the common virtualization layer here. One is an ISA and hardware and operating system and library support and application level. So here I mean as an instruction set architecture means it is a work through the instruction set architecture emulation. I mean, this is used to run the many legacy code that were written for the different configuration of hardware. Actually, this code run on the any virtual machine using the ISA, I mean instruction set architecture level. Actually, with this binary code that originally needed some additional layer to run is now capable of running on the 86 architecture machines. So for actually this basic emulation can be interpreted is needed, which interpret the source code and then it converted into the hardware format that can be readable, right? So about the hardware level is actually is an It performs at the level of hardware. This make use of the hypervisor which is used for the functioning. At this level, the virtualization level, the virtual machine is formed. This manage the hardware using the using the process of virtualization. Actually, this type of hardware level virtualization, each of the hardware components can be allowed in the virtualization, which could be input or output devices, which can be input or output devices, which could be maybe a memory or processor, right? So this is what an hardware level, and I just mean this is what an actual diagram of a virtualization ranging from the hardware to the application in the 5 abstraction level. What I mean is abstraction level means, and it is an ISA and hardware abstraction layer, operating system, library, and application level, right? So in the hardware abstraction layer, actually this is what I mean here is we can it allow the virtualization of each of the hardware component, which could be input output devices, and then be a memory and processor. So the multiple users will not be able to use the same hardware, and also they can use a multiple virtualization instance at the very same time. So this is mostly used in the cloud-based infrastructure. And in the operating system level, at this level, the virtualization model is capable of creating a layer. So layer that is abstract between the operating system and the applications. So this is how the real-time market available level. Real examples which I mean, for example, in terms of application level, we have the Java virtual machines are available already. If you want to run any program of Java program, you will use a Java virtual machines. So just like that, we have the libraries of Wine, Vcuda. So these are the user level application programming interface levels are available. So for in terms of operating system levels, we have the virtual environment, JEs and FVMs are available. I'm talking about the hardware abstraction layer means the real example is a virtual PC or a VMware, right? So about the operating system level is in each of what I mean is here you can isolate the container that is an operating system and physical server, which make the use of the software and hardware. So each of this and then the function in the form of server. So whenever there are several users, no one wants to share the hardware. Okay, so this is where the virtualization level is used, right? So in terms of library, here I'm just talking about the library means it is on a user level, API level. The operating system is here I'm just going to use of the API that is form the library at the user level. So this application programming interfaces are documented well. So this is why the library virtualization level is preferred in this scenario. Actually, application programming interfaces would make it possible as it control the link of communication from the application to the system. And about the application level, it is an application level virtualization is we are just this type of level is used when there is a desire to virtualize only one application and the loss of the implementation levels of the virtualization in the cloud computing. So this is generally used when you run the virtual machine that use a high level language. For example, Java. The application will sit above the virtualization layer, which is in turn it sits on the application program. A high level language program compiled to be used in the application level of the virtual machine runs simultaneously. Okay. So what I mean is this type of virtualization layers, every enterprises may not use each one of the different levels of virtualization implementation in cloud computing, right? So the level used based on the work of the company, also on its preference for the levels of virtualization. The company will use a virtualization machine to develop or test across the multiple platforms. The cloud-based applications are on the rise, which makes the virtualization must have the must have thing for the enterprise all over the world, right? So if I talking about the ISA, it is given the ISA by the ISA of the host machine. If I mean as hardware, the idea is to virtualize the computer resources, so processor, memory, and IO devices. And in a user application level, I just mean about the what it is an actually here I'm just talking about the user application level, means I'm just talking about the library here. Library means it is going to make use of the API that is from the library at a user level. This type of APIs are documented well, and this is why the binary virtualization level is performed. Actually, they will make it possible as a control link of communication from the application to the system. So that is what an user application level. The result of the this particular application is it much easier to distribute and remove from the user workstations. And library support means most applications use a API exported by the user level libraries rather than using the lengthy system calls by the operating systems. For other cases, we can use this particular one. It is actually what I mean is it is a well documented one, and that's why the library virtualization level is preferred. And then operating system level means it's commonly used in creating a virtual hosting environment in order to allocate the hardware resources among the large number of mutually distributing users, right? This is actually so this is what levels of virtualization, right? So thank you.